A9.
Okay.
As long as you see the A9.
So you turn it on right there?
No, you go right here.
Right there. Thank
But
you.
what I'm telling you is when you turn this on,
Check to make sure it's on the same channel.
Make sure there's A9 here, A9 here. Because if it's not going to work.
Right. Same channel.
It's got to be the same channel. So right now,
Yep.
That'll get it right on the floor. Is this where the picture is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can move it around or you want this?
No, that's fine. You set me up.
Stand right over here. There you go. Mm-hmm.
Hey everyone, I just wanted to say a few things. I don't know if you can, I have to talk into this so they can hear me. Is it on? Hello? Okay. Oh boy, I don't know what to say. Thank everybody for loving her. She was, she touched a lot of lives, a lot of lives. For those of you who don't know, she was in rehab the last few weeks for a broken ankle. And the staff there absolutely fell in love with her. And I didn't even know because she complained about the staff. She complained about everybody, but they were great to her. She only complained to me. She didn't complain to them. And they're all wearing purple today for her. They're really upset and they were devastated. It just happened so fast and she didn't suffer. She was sitting in her wheelchair waiting to go to physical therapy, and they left her for a couple of moments, and when they came back she was just sitting in the chair unresponsive and she was just gone. So she had a really bad fall about a month ago, and so we don't know if it was like a cardiac event in the moment or if she had something from the fall. But you know, I'm just like in shock. I'm just like numb right now. Other times I'm like completely heartbroken and miss her. I thought I didn't like her that much. You know, some days I really just didn't like her that much. And then this happens, and I said I had no idea how much I loved her. I knew I loved her, but I was just devastated and heartbroken when I got the call. And since Friday and today, you know, I kind of realized that she never got over losing Ted, and she missed him. And these last few years, she really, really just missed him. And all she would do was really like talk about him. And I felt bad for her, but you know, she would talk about him, and I felt a little better. But I think she just missed him, and she just wanted to be with him. And it just happened so quick. And then for those of you who I haven't told, on the way to get a hair trim yesterday, their wedding song played on the way to the hairstylist. And then, so I was crying. So I went into the hairstylist, and it just was, without even really thinking about it, I just said, I need to dye my hair purple. I need to dye my hair purple, but not permanently. Not permanently. I'm not a purple girl. Not permanently. So she did it. She said, this isn't you. I said, I know, but it's okay. I need to do it. I need to do it for my mom. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. So everything is just at a standstill right now. And, you know, I know a couple of people that are on Zoom that love her and miss her, her niece especially, is heartbroken. They're just heartbroken, and it's helpful to be here. I don't really, this is not really her, but I think that she would be really happy with everyone gathering today and coming and loving her. She didn't know how much she was loved. She really, people are calling and texting. So she was a special lady. She did this without any qualms. She volunteered, she would help people. She did this like when no one knew. No one even knew how much she helped people. She would do it quietly. And I'm finding out now because I'm going through all her paperwork and stuff, and she was dynamite. And if I could be half that person, I'd be lucky. So thanks everybody for coming. If there's anyone else who wants to say anything, please come up, and I'm just going to sit down. Thanks.
Hi, Tara. Wish you were here. You know, Donna gave without question, and she loved everybody, you know, and you knew you were loved by her. I met Donna right after Ted had passed, and right after my mom had passed, and sorry. Anyway, so Donna and I became fast friends, and we always said that she was like my mother, my sister, and my friend, all wrapped into one. I've been blessed by her grace, and I'm sad that I never met Ted, and I don't know if this is appropriate, but is the bass going to be with her? Okay. I loved her, and everybody who's here now she loved, and she is a force to be reckoned with, and I don't even know what to say, guys. I'm stunned too, and you know, one of the things I've been saying to people who have asked me is that I never imagined a world where she wasn't in it, and I don't know what it looks like now. And someone said, well, what are we going to do now that she's not here? I said, we're going to do good deeds, you know. I'm going to pay it forward, you know, all the good stuff that she has done, I'm going to pay it forward. You know, that is the legacy for her, you know, that I'm going to do that. I suggest, you know, she didn't have people in her life who were evil or ugly. So all of you guys, too, can pay it forward and do good deeds, you know. I loved her. And I know that, Kristen, she loves you so much. And she worried about you. And I'm just really grateful that everybody is here. There's paper frames. And those, if it's okay, let's just take these guys, because I made them for everybody to bring home. I can't.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Patrick, and I was privileged to be Donna's friend. I met Donna through Annie about 7 years ago, and boy, she was like a light. Just never saw her without a smile on her face. Always a kind word for everyone. Never heard her complain, really, about anything. It was funny, when I first came across her on social media, first thing I said to her was, honey, you need a nickname, because that kind of takes up the whole screen, and she thought that was funny. I've heard her talk about so many people in this room, always kindly, of course, and I've met so few of you. I only just recently had the chance to meet Kristen. When I heard about Donna's fall, I was shocked and stunned, and my first reaction was, wow, Donna, you really dodged a bullet. This could have ended so much worse. And I offered to help Kristen put a ramp entrance on the back of the house, and so we started working on that when Kristen texted me about what had happened. Donna was one of those rare people that you come across that you can talk to about anything, and you're always going to get good feedback. I had the great good fortune of reconnecting with the love of my life, and but Donna was so happy for me. I mean, I couldn't tell if she was happier than I was. Annie and Donna and Mary and I used to go out for lunch as often as possible, and it was always the highlight of the weekend to see these guys and to talk. And she would catch me up on what's going on in Kristen's life, and she would talk to me about bumping into some of you guys, and she always had a big hug. And until I can't wait to see you next time. Mary couldn't make it this evening, and she's heartbroken about it. But I think Donna touched all of us in a very special way. She was just a wonderful woman. And I just mentioned to Annie recently that two of the best things that have happened to me in the last 10 years was me and Annie and being introduced to Donna. It's just, when I was working on the back deck, Donna, we all know Donna loved animals, and there was literally a path cut through the grass where the animals would come and go to the feeding. And I couldn't help but think of like the Oregon Trail, and so I'm taking the deck apart, and I see these eyes staring back at me from the brush, and so I went inside the mudroom and I brought the food tray out and I set it down, and then they were trying to figure out if I was okay to be around, but I just I don't know what to say except until we see each other again, Donna. So thanks for letting me say something.
Thank you so much for sharing. Would anybody else like to come up and tell a story or an anecdote about Donna while you're here? A funny story, a sad story? If you do, please step right up.
I'm Mary. And I know how hard it is when we say to people, does anybody want to get up and say anything about Donna? And I know nobody planned to say anything, but the two people that spoke, I just want to say we love you. And I know a lot of people loved her. I know she made a difference in a lot of people's lives. And I know, like being at the rehab, this is not what you expected to be doing today. So we feel for you. Bonnie, our office manager, went to school with her. Paula went to school. So everybody knew her. Everybody was crazy about her. And I just found out, like, your grandfather was Dill Worley. So I knew Dill Worley because I'm old, if you can't tell. I know you can, though. So I want to read a little poem that I like a lot. It goes like this. Because of you, we love a little more. And because of you, Donna, we take time to give an extra kiss goodbye. Because of you, we have a new favorite song. And because of you, there may be dust on the windowsill, but we don't care. Because of you, we're going to live today before we worry about tomorrow. Because of you, we won't give up quite as fast. Because of you, we still believe in rainbows. And because of you, now we can help or listen more. And because of you, today, we are part of you. And I think that there is a little bit of her in all of us, especially when you talked about her, like, complaining about everything. First of all, who likes being in a nursing home or a rehab? Nobody. And even though you said, like, the people were really good there, you know what? It's not where she wanted to be. She really was waiting to come home. The hardest part of this is nobody really knows what happened. And I think it leaves us with so many questions, and it's hard to be left that way. It really is. Like we really wish somebody would just say, and here's what happened, and there was nothing we could do about it, and we just haven't seen it yet. We don't know what it was. So I do think it's hard to just move on. But you will be all right. And you know that, you were waiting for her to be able to come home, and she was too, and somehow somebody else had another plan. And I think, when you all leave today, you'll see the news that we had like a whole busload of kids. 2 people deceased, one of the teachers thrown out of the window and died, and she was only 43 years old, going to a band concert. And they don't know what happened. It could be like the tire or something that went bad on that bus, but they went down 50 feet. I'm telling you all this because there's another situation where nobody knew anything like this was going to happen. The day started out really great and ended up sad, just like your day. So I always think the good thing that happens from this is that we can help somebody else. When you see someone else that's going through a sudden, unexpected death, you could help. You could say, I experienced something like that myself. So I'm going to close with this. We know that no matter what, Donna, you'll always be with me. When life separates us, I'll know it's your soul just saying goodbye to your body. But your spirit will be with us always. When we see a bird chirping on a nearby branch, we'll know it's you singing to me. When we see a butterfly that brushes gently by us so carefully, we will know that it's you assuring me that you are free from pain. When the gentle fragrance of a flower catches our attention, we know it's you reminding us that love never dies. It doesn't. Love is a wonderful thing because it leaves us with memories. And some of the ones that are funny are great. Some of the ones that I know you've gone through some sad stuff too. And whatever she went through, she is at peace. And she knows that she was loved. We want to say thank you to all of you for being here tonight. It's very, very helpful. Even if we don't know what to say to the family, we show up, and that's really all that matters. They show up. Sometimes they give us a hug, tap on the shoulder, but we know if they could say something to make it all better, they would. But a lot of times, words don't really cut it. It's just their love that really is the most important thing. So thank you all for taking the time to be here. You don't have to come up with anything that's, earth-shattering to say. You were here, and that's really all that mattered. So God bless all of you for being here. Cremation is going to take place because that's what she wanted. She had it planned that is how she would finally end her life when it was going to happen. She didn't know when it was going to happen, but she always figured that's what she wanted. So we're going to follow through with that. So anybody else want to say anything? Or if you had a story, you could still... Oh, wonderful. Come up here. See, sometimes I can get people... Come on, right over here. So I just want to make sure they can hear you.
Hi, my name is Carol. I first met Donna in the mid-'80s when my friend Sue Lambert was the singer in the band Goliath, and they used to rehearse at Donna and Ted's house. And I went to so many rehearsals, and I went with them on gigs, and We had a lot of fun. And then when the band broke up, we sort of parted ways. But then because human nature being what it is, I met Barry Plaxton from the D&H Canvas, who introduced me to Roanne Patterson. And through Roanne, I met Annie and Donna. And they actually were my backstage helpers when I was in a play at Roanne's country house. Okay. And then, because of Annie and Donna, I met Arnie. And because of Donna, I met Ellen. And it's just the progression of connections that we have in this world, and look at all the wonderful connections that Donna had. And so many of you are wearing purple because she loved purple. And whenever I found a picture with a lot of purple in it, I used to send it to her. And then Annie and Donna and I used to go to lunch every once in a while. And I think our favorite place was the Brew in Rock Hill. And every time I was there, I swore I was going to have something different, but every time I ordered the figgy apple sandwich. Donna had so much love in her heart and did so many wonderful things for so many people. And she was just there. And we got used to her being there. And then one day, somebody's gone. And you realize how much they meant in your life. But hopefully you knew that already. So I saw a quote once that really stuck with me. And the quote was, "Surround yourself with people whose eyes light up when they see you coming." And Donna's eyes always lit up when she saw me coming. And I'm sure she lit up her eyes when she saw you all coming too.
So this is just a poem that I heard for the first time. Oh. Hello? Okay, that's better. This is a poem I heard for the first time when I was in freshman year of high school, and that day I remember thinking about Donna, and when I was told about her passing, I immediately thought of this poem as well, and I'd like to read it. When I am an old woman, I shall wear purple with a red hat which doesn't go and doesn't suit me, and I shall spend my pension on brandy and summer gloves and satin sandals and say we've no money for butter. I shall sit down on the pavement when I'm tired and gobble up samples in shops and press alarm bells and run my stick along the public railings and make up for the sobriety of my youth. I shall go out in my slippers in the rain and pick flowers in other people's gardens and learn to spit. You can wear terrible shirts and grow more fat and eat 3 pounds of sausages at a go, or only bread and pickles for a week. And hoard pens and pencils and beer mats and things in boxes. But now we must have clothes that keep us dry and pay our rent and not swear in the street and set a good example for the children. We must have friends to dinner and read the papers. But maybe I ought to practice a little now, so maybe people who know me are not too shocked and surprised when suddenly I am old and start to wear purple. Thank you. She was a purple lady, and I love her, and she loved us all just as much as she loved purple.
So, I'm Ray. My dad and Teddy were best friends, but my dad let me borrow Teddy as my best friend too. And so, when Teddy passed away, Aunt Donna took everything she could to make sure that I was well taken care of because I was missing my best friend, but it was hers too. And so she would do so many things for me just to look out for me the way that Teddy did too. And one of the last things that she had done was she had let us borrow Jerome because she knew how important it was that Uncle Teddy was there for my wedding day. And she also became really close with me when I had my son. And I know that she was really, really proud to be your mom. She and I had a lot of conversation about being moms, and she really gave me a lot of guidance. And she even let us have Jerome, which was your favorite book too. And I just wanted you to know that she loved you so much. And that was her most favorite thing, was being your mom. And as much as she missed Teddy, she loves you. And she's going to be with you all the time.
Can we entice anybody else to come up and speak at this point? I'd like to thank everybody for speaking. They did a wonderful job. That poem is amazing. I didn't know Donna, but I'll tell you, I'd like to be the person in that poem because it sounds like a wonderful person. At this point, we're going to close it down. We have people who have just come in and still have to come up and pay their respects to you. So at this point, if they would come forward and pay their respects, and it's close to 7, we'll be closing after that, okay? So let the people who haven't come up, we'd like to see them do that. Thank you so much.